Hello. Oh, what's going on with the, uh-oh. Bitrate, frames, everything. It's jumping all over. That's not good. Something's up. Something's up. Hey, everyone. Something is up with the stream. Watching the numbers for a few. Or jumping in. You can see me if you can hear me. Welcome, welcome. I don't know what the goofiness is that I'm seeing here. Your internet connection, Mrs. Entropic Mom. Yes, Entropic Mom has left the building this morning. Hey, woo, what's up? Yankee Swordsman, Tactical Superiority. Thevi, DBA Bob. What's up, Kim? Thevi. Hey, everyone, welcome. Thank you for the host love right off the bat from Green Leader, Yeoman Chambers, Shadow Dragon, Rexa, Player One Live, Hazcat, Old Snake, Fluffy Bunny, good lord, hello, Tinkerbell, thank you all. Okay, it's maybe holding. Not sure what that was about. Bitrate went high, went low, went flat, and dropped some frames, but looks okay at the moment. Test successful, at least on this end. I guess you're testing for your end, huh? Bob, I think it's working. What's the haps, everyone? How's the week going? Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Been a while since you checked in. I think so, Devi. It feels like it. We're just trying to get back into the swing of things here. I was out of commission for a while. Yeah, whatever was going on, you might, Kim, you might normally get a little stutter at the beginning, but this was something else, something on my end. Yeah, it's been a while for me too, Thevi. I don't quite feel like, I've got all my energy and everything back yet. Been trying to get used to the idea that I have it feels like a sore lump in my throat, and it could just be the incision site healing. It could be, I don't know, but it builds up really fast. So besides trying to stay relaxed and calm enough to heal properly, I have to consider that using my voice and projecting, and I'm out of shape. It needs to be reconditioned. Just projecting for a few hours gets it really worked up. And this lumpy feeling in my throat that won't go away builds up even more. Thank you, Thevi. So, Bob, things working on your end? Test successful? Maybe. Tactical, thank you. Hope you've been well, too. So what's everyone been up to? Thevi, what have you been doing? Dragon Fury, thank you for the auto-host. Was your Elodium Q38 space modulator. I knew I forgot to turn something on. So where are we off to today? I've gotten a few hints as to where we might be headed today. We wrapped up the first vault, dropped our first colony on Eos. It's all kind of moved pretty quickly. I can't say I really know much of what's going on. We're out here colonizing, and we've now done some of that, but it was kind of a blur.
Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to start. Addison. Let's pretend Addison wasn't the first thing we heard in game today. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for this game. There's the first major patch rolling out, and I'm sure plenty of you have seen, heard of that already. ASC Star, what's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday indeed. I hope it's a happy Wednesday. We dropped, I think we wrapped up spending skill points at the end of the last stream. And that would be for the whole squad as it exists now. We picked up PB and Drac during the last stream when we finished up the vault. Haven't had a chance to put them to much use yet, or at all. I don't think they've come out in combat with us, so wonder where we'll be headed today. A lot of buffering, but it seems to get a bit more stable. I haven't seen any more hiccups on this end. since it started. I have been checking the Twitch inspector. I know we often enough have transcoding anyways. Twitch is making some big changes, and soon everybody will have transcoding on every stream all the time, and that'll be fantastic. It's a different model, and according to the Twitch inspector, we're not on the new model now, not yet. So I will go ahead and ask the question, as long as it still is a question. Do we have transcoding at the moment? Curious where that's at. Soon enough, we should all have transcoding everywhere we go. It's about time. It's about time. Shagzomatic, what's up? Welcome in. Priority Ops. Trail of Hope. After establishing a new outpost, Tan and the Initiative have more faith in your abilities as Pathfinder. Possibly too much. You're now free to follow the lead you discovered in the Remnant Vault on Eos, the existence of a potentially active vault. This lead is your best hope to make Helios a home. Hey, there's the Rage in the Flesh. Rage Mage, what's up, man? Welcome. How art thou? Yes to transcoding? Woo, excellent. I'm betting we're not on the new version yet, but I wonder how that will affect things when it does kick in. So I'll be keeping an eye out for that. Rage Mage, have you checked into any of that? Have you been watching the Twitch Inspector at all to see if it shows signs of the transcoder version 2 yet? Curious what other people are seeing. Yeah, we're going to be sticking with 3-hour streams for a little while yet, and probably staggering days, especially if my throat is taken a hit. You haven't been watching? I don't think you have to do it at any particular time. You should be able to pop in to the Twitch Inspector anytime if you're curious and click on any of the logged streams and see if that's been in place. Okay, Trail of Hope. Priority Ops. I am not yet prioritizing anything else. Not up here, anyways. If you think there's something important or particularly fun we could do besides stick to Priority Ops, let me know. Please let me know. I'll take tips, suggestions, directions. As long as you can avoid story spoilers. Bring it on. Back on Eos, there's more to do, but we won't head back there quite yet. The atmosphere processors that were reactivated while we were in the vault, while getting chased out of the vault by the Death Cloud, they're going to take some time. The skies brightened up right away, and it sure looks nice on Eos, but I guess there's plenty of radiation left, and let's wait for that to clear. On the Nexus, we have a curious side quest on hold. There are some anti-AI activists who have hacked an Avena node. They provided some bad code, some really bad Trojan horse code that worked its way into the SAM unit. And as far as they know, they've disabled our SAM unit, freed us from the burden of AI. But right now we're playing with them. We're going to try and find out who their leader is. Take me to your knight. Devi, any romance going on in the game? It's a very early game. I don't have any attraction to any of the characters at this time. So we'll see what happens. There are lots of options. I have not pursued anything. There are flirtation options for nearly everyone right away, but somehow it just feels wrong to be flirting with someone. Hi, nice to meet you. Can I get in your pants? It's, let's give it a little time. Let's give it a little time. But we're going to look for an email from Knight.
To be the man, you gotta beat the man.
We're going to go with the silent woo. What's up? S7, welcome, man. So, yeah, oh man, I've got to something with the sound effects and things. Yeah, sound effect overhaul, much overdue. Sound effect, game wisp, tiers, point systems, mini games, arena, wormholes, etc. All forthcoming. Sorry, no Trololo. Yes, plenty. You can just sing it. Sing it loud, sing it proud. See, like, stuff like that should work. Kim, I don't know. Here, I'm going to look now, but it stings to watch people trying to use things that should work. Like, that should work. By all accounts, that should work. Here, I can rig it. Here. But according to what's here, tiers, permissions, that should work. Plenty to figure out, and I haven't been in a state to figure that out here. Entropic Mom has left the building. She was here until this morning. She's been here for almost 3 weeks since the surgery, and she's probably on her flight right now, heading back east. Yes, Trollolo. Mustaches, of course. Of course. Shagsomatic tip, so remember how I was telling you not to worry about mining that much? I'll tack a big for now on the back of that statement. Later, when I started doing a bunch of crafting, I did start running out of some minerals pretty quick, and mining helped a lot. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, not far at all, Devi. Waiting for the game to give me a greater sense of direction and purpose so that I feel so inclined to poke my nose into every corner and do all the things. But we picked up the pie jack. When we're back on the Tempest, we'll look for the pie jack there. Additional tasks. It's been suggested that I not overthink these. If there are any that you know, that you like, that you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I may just leave those in the background for now. Completed missions. List scrolls bottom to top, so really not a very long list there. We haven't done much. But we're going to be flying out to the Unknown system. We're going to be heading out into space. Into space! So, Thevi, have you been playing? You say you don't know how far in the game you are, but apparently not that far yet. How much do you know about the game? How much have you already seen? We're playing the stock Sarah Rider. And, again, the patch. Big patch coming tomorrow, which is on a lot of people's radars. Some of that stuff is much needed. And a lot of things that aren't on that list yet are also much needed. So, good to know they're working on things. I didn't see it mentioned, but I'm curious to see if any of the... I doubt they're going to rework the camera angles, but seems like sometimes the camera's really high. Just sitting a little high. Maybe it's not even the camera angles, but various humanoids look really short and wide sometimes, and they look really tall, and it seems inconsistent. So maybe it's an issue of forced perspective and other camera factors, but keeps tripping me up. Oh, Willow! Hey, how you doing? Jay the Mighty, the Brave, Jay of the many painkillers, Jay the Enduring. Down to 1 now, just down to 1. Hey, Scotsman, I'd check the bar out. The bar? Well, definitely. Where's the bar at? Where's the bar at? Right on, Thevi. Friend's playing, streaming the game as well. She's a lot further. So, you enjoying what you've seen? Talk to Addison's assistant on the Nexus, waking up the future. Tervian, family of Dark Tervian. Turian still in cryo, are asking that she be allowed to join them instead of waiting for a future cryo block deployment. Dromos is getting the experts it needs, but morale contributes as much to viability as resources. Before we leave the deck here, let's check that out. 29 days and counting. Is that until first next big deal procedure? Do I have that right, Willow? All right, this is not the right place. The compass indicators are taking some getting used to. They do point up or down, but I don't want to say inconsistently. They're just not at all times. Where did that secondary indicator go? Like it was going to be... Great example. Where did it go? The white hexagon. Keep an eye on it on the compass there. White hexagon with the dot. That's a POI, right? No. Task. Let's bring up the legend. Sorry. White hexagon with a single dot, objective. White square with a circle and a dot is a POI. So not a POI. This objective. The compass indicates I'm on the level. As soon as I come up a few feet, it indicates it's down beneath. But as soon as I go down a little bit, it disappeared. So help me understand the compass system and that indicator. Where is it trying to tell me to go? It disappears if I go down too far. It appears if I come up here. Is it a question of scanning something? Is it talking about the terminal? It's not behind me. It's on this side, and it's pointing down. Well, okay, what about that? If I point the camera up, the arrow disappears. If I point the camera level, the arrow is suggesting that that objective is beneath me. What is it actually, and what am I looking for? Brian, that's just, that one's just being goofy. It's the guy standing next to the terminal, I think, who we did speak with, but let's talk to him again.
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
Sweet, Vlad. Sweet. Getting someone out of cryo. Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you, Brian. That's good. It was just being a little goofy. It would be helpful if some of that got tightened up, though, because a game like this that uses a lot of objective markers and probably would be difficult to navigate without them. Kind of need them to work. So Willow, Willow, I wish you the best with that. I know you'll keep us in the loop. I hope you'll keep us in the loop. I know you're not looking forward to what's on the other side, but you'll get through it. You'll come out the other side. I'm glad you've been having some results with your pain management. I'm actually not on many painkillers anymore. Just one.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say, argue with the Pathfinder.
Well, everyone else
That
does.
said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there will be no doubt that you're responsible.
Tech Darket Tiervin. For science! For morale.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
No, that's good for now. We did talk to Vlad a bit the other day, so I don't know if these are new or repeats. But
Another time.
I want to get moving,
Pathfinder.
especially with less time for the streams than I'd really like to have. I am going to cap them at 3 hours. If I get to 3 hours and I'm feeling punchy and I should keep going, feeling like I should keep going, I'm not. We're not going to. For healing purposes, we're going to stick to it. Speak to the journalist. I thought we had already. Is it in here somewhere? We already talked to Carrie, journalist. I did see an objective flash by on the screen, but I don't think that's active right now. Go see your bro. All right, we'll go back to the Hyperion Arc cryopods. Go check in with Scott. Does anyone else wish they could have their jump jets, even on the Nexus? We were told to go check in with Scott. Seems only proper. Cryo Bay, that should do it. There was some mention that they've figured out a way to talk to him, sorta. He's in a medically induced cryo coma, unlike normal cryo sleep. Something malfunctioned with his pod, and so we haven't been able to talk to him since we arrived here.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll be taking you over to the Nexus. You'll need to clear immigration.
This is not good. I'll make it right, Dash. Exiles. I promise.
They're calling it a skirt.
Chat with whoever else is here too. Did they move him? Scott was over this way, wasn't he? I mean, they didn't wake him up, did they? Doesn't seem to be over here anymore. Maybe that's Scott. That's Scott. They pulled him out of the tube. Gotta be him.
Harry, what's happening with Scott?
Well, we got him out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find him, you might say?
I don't follow.
Well, he's still in a coma, but he also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
There were more frame drops. I don't see them happening right now, but I see that they happened. Hopefully not massive, but I don't like any. Well, keep me in the loop if you're seeing frame drops. Yeah, give me a nudge so I can check on that. Oh, call her right away, Thevy. He's made contact. How is that even possible?
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well, I guess supercomputers have a different view of things.
Though in a coma, Scott's mental processes remain intact.
So is he okay?
You can ask him yourself. A moment while I establish a link with his implant. Proceed.
Scott? Can you hear me?
Is that you, Sarah? I don't understand. What's happening?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
Wow, really? How are we talking?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
Guess I'll take your word for it. I can't feel anything, but I still hear you. Is Dad okay?
Tell him he's busy on a mission. His last mission. Dad is dead, dude.
I'm not sure how to say this, but he's dead, Scott.
What?
There was an accident.
What do you... Accident? How... I mean, Dad...
I know. It was all very sudden. Nothing anyone could do.
I don't believe it.
I'm sure he'd want to be here now.
Did we at least find home? Dad kept talking about how amazing it would be.
Well, we don't need to ruin his coma any more than we already have.
Just wait till you see it. It's amazing. Even better than the hype.
I hope Dad got to see it.
He did.
I should be with you now.
You will, and you're going to love it. There's a new discovery every day.
I guess that's something. Dad would want us to push on.
So would Mom.
Yeah, wherever they are. I figure Mom is giving him the business for him.
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. His condition remains stable.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
Whoa, hey. So, this is one of the things in the patch notes. If you'll notice, they're standing on... We're sharing space. Personal space, Doctor. Collision. Corrections to certain collision detection. I assume they mean out of combat more than anything. That's in the patch notes. Pretty standard fare stuff. Specific mention of lip syncing and... well, I don't know. Feel free to, if anyone has a link to the BioWare patch notes, feel free to post that. But I look forward to seeing what happens. So this will be the last pre-patch stream, and on Friday, unless I end up streaming tomorrow, but more likely Friday, as the schedule says, we'll see what they have done to it. All right, there's Scott. Limited connection.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
All right. The blue hexagons, exclamation marks, are quests. So we'll at least pick them up. They may end up all being tasks that don't get done, but
today has
gotta
not
start
been
somewhere.
a good day.
Hey!
Why's that?
A large
Wanna hear
shipment of
that.
medical supplies intended for Prodromos was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
Exiles will be exiles? Really? All right, put it on the list.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Get it? Assholes? Rectify? To the ship? So a few other points we could get to. Habitation deck on the Hyperion, operations on Nexus, and the docking bay. All right, off we go.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarter. This is HNS.
I think the Avena up ahead is still hacked. Does anyone else notice that Avena is red and not blue? I don't mean all of you. I mean, did anyone on the station notice that Avena is usually blue? But she's turned red. Ginger boy here is staring at me.
Hi, this is Jan Garson. I don't care what he says. We can't work these hours. We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens. But we know there's always room for improvement.
Construction and
If you
repair.
have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
Color blindness, side effect of cryostasis. Yeah, I think that was in the paperwork somewhere. I discovered it's like any surgery that includes anesthesia. They make you sign off on a list of the things that could maybe kind of sort of go wrong, and it's everything. Like they should really shortcut the list and just go, look, everything can go wrong. Sign here, please. Because it's a long list, and they make you think about it. They give you... Yeah.
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
It's got to be at least as long for cryostasis. Some of the things on that list are so goofy, I'm not even comfortable sharing. But some of you might know what I'm talking about. Liam's looking for us. All right. Also, I want to find our Pyjack. On board somewhere. Last time we saw Liam, he was hanging out here by the strike team terminal.
We fly into space clouds that try to kill us too. I deserve a raise.
Pyjack. They spelled punch wrong.
Whoops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine, won't he? The exercise will probably do him good. Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Hey now.
What the hell was that?
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
We got one British Asari and one human Asari. Sorta.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
You were his second in command. Were you friends too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Clearly he wasn't.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
What did you come out here for?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
All right. Rather than jump back into the dialogue and try to pick every little bit out, I'll try to go more with the flow, and if someone drops a conversation on us, we'll work with that. At least try to work with that. Strike teams, I was told to jump on that. They'll bring in resources, items. We don't have a lot of time in these short streams, and I'm still not sure I'm ready to sit down and stare at those menus for a while. I guess I could just click through and send a team somewhere without worrying about what it is. Any suggestions about approaching strike teams? I get that the Apex ones quit the single player, take you to multiplayer so you can do those Apex missions yourself. So not asking about those right now, but the other strike team missions, just look at it briefly. These ones marked with an orange symbol, chevron, whatnot. Those are multiplayer missions, so we're not going to do those right now. But if we were going to send a team out to investigate a facility, rewards, mission funds, obtain enemy ship locations, mission funds. Looks like the rewards are... Oh, there's another section of rewards. Bronze, credit loot box, material loot box. Gold. We won't know what's in there until we get it, so maybe it doesn't matter so much. Chi, hey Chi, just send one team out on some bronze mission, just takes a sec. Okay, will do. And there's Queen Eva. Hey Jay in chat, hey Eva, how you doing? You said bronze, so silver, gold, no, there's a bronze. Hostile forces resisting our attempts to gain a foothold in the area. Hit their base and sabotage their operations while we prepare an offensive. Time required, an hour 20. Expires at some point. 74% chance of success. Golf. What's the name of the team? Is that G team? Okay. Onward, good soldiers. We have a couple teams. Maybe send out a couple. Sabotage the enemy. Spotted a large enemy force with gaps in their security. Sneak in and take out their supplies to leave them vulnerable. No, we don't have another strike team. So that's it for now. Thank you, Chi. Shagzmatic been doing those with the companion app. Randomly outside the game, collecting my loot when I remember it in-game. That's a good idea. I could set up that companion app and click through those, get a little better sense of what what they accomplish. Apex HQ is the name of the app. Awesome, Rage. Thank you. I'll check it out. You don't have to do the Apex missions in multiplayer. Oh, I understand that too. I did get to play a little bit of multiplayer a couple weeks ago. Wu and I tested that, and I'd like to do more. So yeah, I realize it's not forcefully tied into the main game.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Oh, what if the ship's going down? She'll be the first one off. Lucky her. How's the crew?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Sort them in my files and my brain by species. All right then. What's that now?
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Okay, well, just getting started. We'll pick her brain after we do a little more.
Thanks for the insight.
Yes, thank you for the insight. Tell me about memory fragments. We keep finding little memory triggers, and find enough triggers and we get back pieces of memory. Sometimes not ours. We seem to have gotten some of Papa Ryder's memories too.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel. From when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was where his journey to Andromeda really began.
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this.
All right. C. Bailey, auto-hosting, thank you for the host.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
What do you think of her stripe from her lip down to her chin?
So how did an Asari doctor end up on the human Ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans.
Tattoo?
Also, Harry insisted.
Scar?
Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
The engine core is back this way. Not sure where Liam's at. Could find him on the map.
If you're looking for me, I'm in the escape pod room.
Thanks, Peebs. Escape pod room. Not the escape pod room.
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Well, someone's got to do it.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
Heard that from a lot of people.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
I'll do more than... Seriously, she's just... Man. I get it. The options are on the table from the beginning. Flirting doesn't have to lead somewhere. But it is a little weird. You just meet people and she's ready to, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
You mean how jazzed you were that a Pathfinder showed up?
Tomato, potato. You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, don't I get to choose? Deal, no deal? No deal! I do want to find PB in the escape pod room. Try to find it without the map, though. Getting used to the ship, it'll do me some good to just wander around. Is this a lift? Yeah.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer?
Yeah, if you're
And
buying.
after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What was Hustle?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I do miss all that beer.
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I started in the Alliance, but it was the science that kept me going. And when that ended, well, if I wanted to be a part of the next big discovery, it had to be here.
I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Family, friends, believed in a new beginning, left them all behind for 600 years sleep. You know they're all dead now, right, Liam?
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
All right, then.
I'll talk to someone. Maybe they could use you on comms.
So you get to be with the Pathfinder and I have to watch your radio?
The radio or help Kesh with cleanup.
I think they're up top. Maybe in here?
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister? Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
And you're good with the pew pew pew, right?
Ability to haggle with the locals? Great. But please tell me you're also good in a fight.
Like I said before, Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. I do what I have to. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Okay. All right, so this connects through. We could have come down on those ladders. All right, comes back around there. I might have to look up the escape pod. Find PB.
And don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble.
Quit worrying, Rushan. It'll be fine.
Right.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Like the green eyes. Bring it.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh. Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
All about traveling light.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Good. Coming with. Any thoughts on who we bring when we get boots on the ground again? Drax coming. Who else should we bring? Like to bring PB out too and see what she's like in a fight, but we've hardly had any fights, so I don't have a lot to go on. Who's a good team?
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Nobody's too much of a talker right now. I'm gonna check the email. If we heard from Knight. Okay, free for an interview. We did talk to Carrie after the mission on Eos, but I have a feeling that I mean we might have spoken to her before the mission on Eos. When did the email come in? Acknowledged. I won't archive it quite yet. To Ryder from Cora, thanks for talking. Things feel better. They don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself, too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. Estheris, 12 Leaves, verse 132. From the Asari Huntress Bible. What is the book the Huntress is clearly Asari? What is the book? P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. Someone ranged, like Vetra. Hey, Vinny. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hey, Talk. Hey, Rex. Welcome all. Anyone lurking out there, welcome. Liam. Proud to be here. Hey, Pathfinder, just hitting this point again. Our team, no place I'd rather be. Here's where we get to fix things. Soon we'll have people on the ground, all of eyes on how to get them what they need. This sort of just make it happen is why I joined Hustle, and exactly why I came here. We'll do it. Costa. Themes included a list of media themed to frontiers. Genres include westerns, space opera, and oddly, Turian historical dramas. Vetra, Pathfinder, I thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels. Doing what I have to do. Being on the Nexus during the bad times, a lot of us got used to a lot of ugly things. Because survival just isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you, so if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. Rex, you're enjoying Persona 5, glad to hear it. I don't follow the series much, but I see it's getting a lot of attention right now. The new one just out. So you already did, C-Star, you already did that interview and can archive it? Alright. Alright, will do. Thank you. From Suvi. She wants to talk about God. Dear Ryder, I'm grateful for our talk earlier. Even if we ended up disagreeing, debate can be invigorating. Suvi. We didn't talk that much about it. I did think it was interesting that the game gave you, do you believe yes or no? And there really wasn't a, well, I like to be open-minded. There was no middle ground. But August Bradley. Pathfinder, I could use your help with something Hanley's working on. I don't fully understand, so I'll let her explain it. She'll brief you when you get here. August Bradley. Back on Prodromos. Tempest Tax. I guess I left this around mostly for, just for fun. Callow. Oh, from Callow. Okay, so that's... Callow is Liam, right? Liam Callow. Thought it was the Solarian. What's the Solarian's name? Who worked on the ship when it was still a blueprint. Trying to learn the crew. Cheat codes. For things like showers and laundry. And the Pyjack. Done. Got him. I figured that wouldn't be the last interview. C-Star. Hey there, Dennis. How you doing? Welcome. Alright, up to the bridge. Let's check in with PB in the escape pod, and then on to another planet. Shit, there go the frames again. Why is it bouncing all over? Sorry about the frame drops. Nothing I'm going to try to do about them right now, but I don't like seeing it. Callow is your Solarian pilot yet?
Where's my data pad?
Then what's Liam's last name?
Under there.
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
Costa, Callow, Costa, Callow, Costa, Callow, Costa. Cool, thank you. Loadout, we have an extra weapon slot. I don't want to add too much weight right now. We could add another weapon. I add second pistol. How does adding a second pistol, how does that affect ammo usage? Presumably they share ammo, so if you have 2 pistols and run out of pistol ammo, you're out of pistol ammo. You don't have separate clips for them. Yeah, it's not good. The Predator that we start with is really low weight, and everything else is quite a bit more. 5 weight, 15, 25, 20. Anything else we bring is going to be a little messy. Edge, thank you for the auto host. Each pistol has its own reserve ammo. Really? Oh, I'm thrilled to be wrong there if that's the case. So what's the lightest? 15 Charger common pistol, basically an SMG. SMG is now falling into the same umbrella, under the same umbrella as pistols, odd purposes, and so on. Right now, power recharge speed is 100. Let's say we slapped on another. Oh, we were underweight, so we're still at 100. Excellent. These mods are already installed on another gun, so if we tried to install them, it says, nope, already on one of your guns. Do you want to remove it from that? No, I'm not going to mess with it for now. Oh, that's fantastic. Pistols have their own ammo stacks. Big plus in my book.
You're setting up in
there she
here,
is.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
What now?
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse.
Hey, you.
I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, writer. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Really? Boredom, huh?
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No. I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again... I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay. Remtech for PB. What she's working on. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Cup of noodles. Actually stay in that part? I guess there's no bed in here. It just lays out on the chairs and the escape pod. Awkward.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it.
If you say so.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Party!
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for? Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
Neo, didn't Google buy word lens where you can, I don't know how well it would work for something like that or what languages it covers anymore, but real-time translation with the camera on a mobile, be able to hold up a phone and get a partial translation on that BIOS.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team? I tried to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of. I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home. It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths. You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way? Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor. FTL sensor. So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was? Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know. Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me? It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries. What do you know about the Scourge? We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
How do you even know what you know?
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network? From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Alright, I'll bite.
When did you start believing in a god? My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God. But your work as a scientist convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth. I should get back to things. Sounds good?
Alright, well let's go somewhere. Nobody seems too talkative at the moment. Another thing that's being changed. People talk a lot about the time spent watching your travel between planets and whether or not that is masking a load screen. It's going to be skippable, at least somewhat skippable, with the patch tomorrow. know a lot of people are going to be happy about that. You are here. Unknowing the system we're headed for. Eos was in Pythias. We have not been to Erickson or Pfeiffer. When we get to the system, as long as we can, I want to poke around, check for anomalies, do a couple quick scans on planets.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
I'll stop now!
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
Big guns.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam?
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
Do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow?
Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
Come in peace. And you go in pieces.
Listen, sorry to just show up like this, but I swear, we're the galactic good guys.
Efanola. Fahan and Gassad Regara. Efanola. They're forcing us to land.
Then we land. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
Doorbell just rang. Think I'm going to ignore it. Hey.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids.
Get the squall time you have.
Need me to take my shoes off?
Mason Roa.
Hey, Void.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
Our intentions are simple. You'd like to look in your vault, and then we're out of here.
You think that's simple? You don't know anything. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
This new race looks a little bit like they were made for
Okay.
4:3 aspect ratio. Squished into a 16:9.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
We have a visitor. This isn't safe. We should lock it up.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
How did it find us?
She, not it. And stop staring. I thought I was hidden.
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you. You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored.
I'll keep walking if she keeps leading.
What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
This is the Resistance headquarters. Ephra is waiting inside. You shouldn't keep Ephra waiting.
Right, but I will. Yeah, definite Twi'lek vibe.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I'm telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold. Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course, I feel for you and your people. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us. And you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
Welcome aboard, I guess.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.